Hello and welcome to the first ever False Ducks blog video blog. I'm Scott Henderson and on my back is little Willow the kitten. Hey Willow, what you doing? She likes to sleep on my shoulders. So this is my first attempt at putting a video blog on my website. I tried to install the blog WordPress software See the Face. For some reason it's not working properly. So I thought I will just record this with my handy dandy webcam and I will upload it to YouTube and then link it onto my website. So if you're viewing it on YouTube, congratulations, this is my first ever video blog. If you're viewing it on my website, then you already know the URL. If you don't, then it's www.falseducks.com, which is FALSEDUCKS.com. So the meaning for that you'll find out if you actually go to that website. And this is the first ever video blog on there, which I'm linking through YouTube. So today's video blog, being February the 13th, 2013, I want to talk about a couple of things. I'm calling this my 2 cents worth. Just this particular one will become my 2 cents worth, and it will soon become apparent why I'm calling it that. First, I want to talk about doing good. Now, I don't want to embarrass anybody, but recently I got into a situation where I was helping somebody out, an elderly lady, and, well, I'll just be clear, it was my son, who got pretty upset with me that I was helping this person, and he seemed to be a little bit put out by it. Well, he's 18, so I don't understand why he doesn't understand that you should help people out. Anyways, I think he understands the point, so I'm not going to labor that. But it reminded me of a commercial or a PSA that used to air probably the 70s or 80s with the great Canadian comedy duo Wayne and Schuster. Frank Wayne and, is it Johnny Wayne and Frank Schuster? Frank Wayne and Johnny Schuster? I think it's Johnny Wayne and Frank Schuster. Anyways, I'm being Canadian, I should know that. But they did a public service commercial, and I tried to find it online, but I can't find it anywhere because I really want to post it here because sometimes I'll be caught singing a few snippets of this around the house, and so I went looking for it because it really had meaning for me in terms of what people should be doing to help other people out. Now, I did find the lyrics to it, so I'm just going to look over to the side here so you'll see my face shift a little bit and move my mouse. So this is what the lyrics go. I'm not even going to try to sing it, but here it is. Give some time to a cause, feed a child, take a hand, say a kind word or a blessing or a prayer of your own. Write a speech, read a book, cast a vote, sing a song, help a lady carry shopping, call your mom, plant a tree. Do some good for the people who need your help. Be a buddy, take a neighbor, or be a buddy to a neighbor. Make a sad face smile, ha ha, give a seat up on the bus, coach some kids on the ice. It's nice to do some good. It's nice to be nice. Now, here's the part that I always remembered, and I'm always caught singing around the house. Help old Ralph deliver pizza. Pat a dog. Give a buck. Thank a cop. Send your love. Do a favor. Love thy neighbor. Do good. Do good is brotherhood. It feels so good to say, I did good. Now, I want everyone to go out and try to do some good and help some people out because I find that far too often we're impatient with everybody else and we don't do things for other people. We try to think of ourselves, or if we try to do stuff for other people, it's because we think that we want that little pat on the back and people to see us doing that. And that's not what doing good is all about. See, I haven't even woken up Willow, so she's not even bothered by this blog. So you'll probably notice the other photos that I've had on my website, this is an aside, are these glasses. As I find now that I'm getting older and the print is getting smaller. I swear they're using a smaller font on everything from cereal boxes to bills to letters. Everything online is in smaller fonts. But apparently it's not. It's my eyes, and I need these bifocals when I'm working at the computer. So I can read things with small font in the lower part here and then look at the computer up here through the upper half of the bifocals. And they're working out pretty well, and I do not need them for driving or watching television or anything like that. So I thought, hey, maybe you would like to see me looking a little bit more intelligent and handsome with these new glasses on. Anyways, moving on to my 2 cents worth. And I'm not even sure I can say that anymore because in Canada, we've discontinued the use of the penny. That's right. They're no longer minting the penny or making the penny or whatever they do with it here in Canada. And what happens is when you go to a store and you purchase something and it ends in that dreaded cent, like 2 cents or $1.98 or $2.46, they round down or they round up. So you're either getting a nickel or a quarter or a dime or a dollar or $2 back in change. In Canada, we do have $1 loonie coins and $2 toonie coins, so quite often you'll get those and be weighted down on one side and sound like Santa Claus as you're jingling through the stores. Anyways, regardless, that got me thinking that if the penny's no longer available, well, we eventually lose some of the phrasing that we're used to in terms of the word penny. Of course, my 2 cents worth. Can I say my 2 cents worth anymore? Or do I have to round it up and say my nickel's worth? Or round it down because it's 2 cents and not give my opinion at all because it's worth 0. And there are some people who think that my opinion is worth 0. What about penny for your thoughts? Now I either have to round down and say I don't really care about your thoughts because I can't give you 0 for your thoughts, or I have to give them a nickel for their thoughts. It just doesn't ring well for me. How about coming back like a bad penny? That was always a good phrase, but people don't know that one very well. Let's see, what other penny thoughts are there? Penny phrases. In for a penny, in for a pound. Well, I live in Canada, and I don't know why we've always had the phrase in for a penny, in for a pound, when we're now on the metric system. It shouldn't be grams or liters or kilometers or whatever it should be, but I think we're going to have to discontinue that phrase. How about, yeah, that phrase doesn't work, never mind. I was going to say an ounce of prevention, but bird in the bush, 2 in the hand, but none of those have pennies in it. But I'm sure there are lots of penny phrases that I'll think of once I've stopped doing this blog. But the other thing I wonder about now in Canada is reruns of Big Bang Theory, when Sheldon's always knocking on Penny's door, and he always does, penny, penny, penny. Well, will he have to not knock because it's worth 0 now if you round down, or does he have to knock and call her nickel for 3 times, and now he's up to 15 cents? But that's just another aside. So here in Canada, we no longer have the penny, but I'm going to continue to give you my opinion about things, and it may be worth 2 cents, or maybe worth 5 cents, or you don't have to take it at all. It might be worth nothing to you. Now, the other thing I'm just going to quickly add is, see this mug? It has coffee in it that I made from my Tossimo today. I'm happy with my Tossimo. We repurchased one for my daughter, Emily, for Christmas, and unfortunately she took it back to school with her. And I missed that Tossimo because the coffee was really good and it didn't keep me up. I could have it at 8 o'clock at night and I wouldn't stay awake. So I finally broke down and bought my own Tossimo, and I'm the only one that drinks coffee in the house, so I'm really enjoying it. After I found out that the Nabob pack I had was exploding inside, I called Tossimo, and we determined it was just that coffee, because every other coffee packs I've purchased since then have been great. So, if you're looking to be the only one that drinks coffee in your house and you just want a single cup, why get out that big coffee maker? Purchase a Tossimo. It's actually going to pay for itself, and you're going to enjoy some really good coffee. Eventually, maybe I'll get some Nabob again, but they weren't working very well for me. But I had some President's Choice ones, and Our Finest Coffee is the newest one that I have really enjoyed. But I'm going to end this blog because I really don't want to wake up poor Willow, who's sleeping nicely on my shoulder here. Again, if you have not had a look at my website, www.falseducks.com, go ahead, because you'll find out about the novel False Ducks and a few other things about myself, including Dead from the Neck Up, which is a radio sketch comedy show. And you can hear some of those shows on there. I'm actually going to upload a whole show that I've recently taken off of reel-to-reel tape. Yes, reel-to-reel tape. So that's going to be on there, and it's going to be funny because it's going to include the great 10W30 sketch, which is all about a famous person's addiction to motor oil. Yeah, it's pretty funny. So hop on over to www.falseducks.com. Unless you're already there, then click some of the other links at the top. And that's it for me. So that's been my 2 cents worth. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this coffee, which is probably cold by now. And hopefully maybe we'll get the seetheface.com working, and we'll have proper video blogs on there. That's it for me today. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, so do something nice for somebody that you love. And even if you don't have a loved one in your life, do something nice for a stranger. You can do that any time of the year. Remember, do good is brotherhood. It feels so good to say, I did good.